But what an adventure in Moremi, hey? We hadn't made any campsite bookings for this trip and only had a rough idea of where we wanted to go. It included us visiting the following places: Nata Bird Sanctuary, Southgate, Third Bridge in the Moremi Game Reserve, Nata National Park, and finally the magical Thuli Wilderness. Back in Botswana, and I know what you guys are saying, you always go to Botswana, but it's just one of those things. I can't explain what it is about this place. So the second I heard that they were having amazing rainfall, I linked up with Ryan, and yesterday we drove through from Johannesburg to Woodlands stopover and lodge. But yeah, we breezed through the border, made it to Woodlands. What a stopover, hey? On the way to Maun. Today we're going to Maun. We might stop off at Nata Bird Sanctuary to see if there are any birds. But yeah, what a feeling to be back in Botswana. The bush is looking amazing. Great stopover last night. And let's head to Maun, because you know what Maun means? It means we're heading into the Delta. Can't wait. We leave Woodlands at around 7 and head north to a place we've never been before, Nata Bird Sanctuary. Good drive so far. Our roads are really bad with the potholes, but luckily we made it here okay. We are at Nata Bird Sanctuary. Really looking forward to seeing if there are any birds out on the pans. As far as I know, the pans are full of water. Never been to Nata Bird Sanctuary, so looking forward to it. Weather looks amazing. It's starting to get hot, but this is amazing. Summer, Botswana, everything is green, water lying everywhere. This is as good as it gets. Nata Bird Sanctuary is the only protected reserve in the northeastern periphery of Pan. Nata Bird Sanctuary is a community-managed project. The sanctuary opened in 1993 with the objective of wildlife conservation. The sanctuary is home to approximately 165 bird species. We navigate around most of the water, but some of the crossings don't have routes around them. The bird and animal life at Nata Bird Sanctuary was incredible. Trying to get to the viewing platform, but it is beautiful. There's green grass with these blue Botswana skies and the water lying on the pans. It's just absolutely amazing, absolutely stunning. Yeah, just my happy place, eh? Let's hopefully we get to the platform and hopefully there are some flamingos. That would be amazing. This place is amazing. Sure, Nata Bird Sanctuary. Definitely come and check it out. Don't know why I haven't been here. Wildebeest on the pans, lots of water, got bee eaters here. We haven't reached the viewing platform yet, but almost there. The white Magadi pans with the green grass and typical Botswana clouds is a sight to behold. Well, I tell you what, my mind has officially been blown. The Magadi salt pans is a lake. Like it always was, the ancient lake. It's now a lake. Unbelievable. I've never in my life seen so much water on the pans. Seriously, Nata Bird Sanctuary. Come here. The flamingos are too far away, unfortunately, for the camera. Damn. We've got some pelicans here. But this is just absolutely, have a look at that. Hey, as far as the eye can see, it's just water. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Oh, Botswana. This is amazing. We're gonna make a little lunch here. spend a bit of time. We're running out of time, but it's a winging it tour, so even if we don't make it to Kazakini tonight, this is just fantastic. Wow, hey, how is this, dude? How is this, hey? How special is this, my man? It's amazing. Shame we were told to go left. We went straight and we drove right through the center of the salt pans, and there's water, but we did it. The vehicles didn't go down, and we've just pulled up to what is a sight to behold.
Navigation within the sanctuary can be tricky with all the water around, and while we weren't paying attention to our route, one of the crossings caught us out.
We went through some water and there was quite a deep hole, and it almost seems as though the it's thrown the fridge a little bit loose, because it was quite a bad hole, and it looks like the tire has slipped off the bead, but on the inside. I mean, where are you? I just think I ripped my shorts, bro. I think I just split my shorts. The tires are not light, man. That's heavy, eh? What would you reckon, Ed?
65 kilos.
I'm gonna go 55. Ed, how heavy do you think that tire is, my man?
Well, I first tried to put it on and I put it on the wrong way. So I already suffered, and I think it's around 60 to 70 kilos. It's quite a lot heavier than mine, which are bigger tires. So obviously the mud tire construction is much heavier.
Tell people about the heat.
I think it's like 45 to 50 now.
Maybe not 100, bro. Yeah, it's hot, eh?
But I tell you, February heat is different heat.
Oh man, how thirsty are you, bro?
Very.
Oh man, thanks, Ed. For those of you who are wondering why I didn't put it on, well, guys, I battle with a really bad lower back. I've got a lower back fusion, and this is the one thing Ed and I have a non-negotiable deal. And my non-negotiable deal towards Ed is I'll feed him beers tonight. Thanks, legend. Okay, so it's actually been a really interesting day, and just to catch you up to speed. So we started off by going and having an amazing viewing at the deck
at the Nata Bird Sanctuary. Look guys, I highly recommend, if you can and it's in the rainy season, just watch out for the roads. And that was what put us down. So we had to replace a tire on the Ranger. We didn't exactly know what was going on, but we kind of had an idea. We thought maybe the bead had slipped as a result of weight and going in the deep section of the water there. And yeah, so what actually happened was sand got trapped between the tire lip and the tread, and it got in underneath, and that's how the air was coming out. So we went to Nata, and Ed noticed that the same happened with one of his tires, his front left. So we had to make a plan, because my insets weren't right, and the car just didn't feel lekker. So we found a little guy on the side of the road, and he wanted to nail us 450 pulla to just basically open up the tires and take out the sand. We declined that amount very peacefully and settled on 300. And now we're at the Pink Art Farm, and we're going to stay a night at Planet Baobab, which is actually quite lekker. I mean, if you think about it, this is a trip that's unplanned and we're just going with the flow. So quite lekker. And yeah, it's very hot, hey? 42 degrees Celsius, very, very hot. It's looking like a langoustine.
I put some sunblock on when we were changing the tire, but I think it was too little too late. So I've got the you know, standard holiday or trip burn over with on the second day at least, so I'll be good for the rest of the trip. But yeah, you know, nothing, or we have, you know, we've done plenty of trips that have gone perfectly to plan. Some of them haven't. We've had to go up to Elephant Sands before because there was no fuel in Ngweta on the Ngaipan trip. And today, similar thing happened, but we never really planned, yeah, we were going to be in Maun or at Kazakini tonight, but that's not the case. So we'll stay a night at Planet Baobab and then head to Maun in the morning and head to Southgate, the entrance of the Moremi, to stay tomorrow night. But I've never stayed at Planet Baobab. Ryan recommends it, so I'm sure it'll be good. And yeah, let's head there. A gin and tonic, a pool, nice refreshing one, and a baobab tree. That is magic. This is, I think it's called a converter from cigarette plug to hella plug, and it's worked all right for the past few years, but it seems like it's let go because every power point on the Echo has got power going to it, but this is not working because I just plugged this into the cigarette lighter on the 555 and the light's working. So hope you try and pick up one of these in Maun tomorrow, because it runs my fan as well. So
show us your fix. What have you plugged into?
Into the Flexo Power lithium 555, into the, it's got a cigarette lighter port, and the light's working perfectly. I don't have any of these ports anywhere in the trailer or the vehicle, unfortunately. It's all Hella or Brad Harrison or Anderson. So yeah, we're gonna have to, Ryan has to get a red Anderson plug tomorrow, so I'll have to get another one of these. It's one of those things. Hopefully we can find a shop in Maun with one of these. What a surprise. Seriously great value for money. About to get a fire started and cook up some lekker
I got some sweet chili chicken kebabs, so we're really looking forward to that. But what a place, and still very hot, but the temperature's cooled down. Planet Baobab is not that far from Quetta, so a good stop between sort of Nata and Maun, or if you're along this route, a great stopover. Amazing pool, and yeah, the tires seem to be holding pressures, and everything's set up. Camp, chairs, cold drinks, about to start the fire. Botswana magic.
Once again, we were up early and excited because today we were heading into our favorite place on earth, the Moremi Game Reserve. A large portion of the drive between Quetta and Maun is through the Makgadikgadi Pants National Park. Please adhere to the speed limit of 80 kilometers an hour. Animals roam free here, which is awesome. A quick stop in Maun to resupply and to stop at the Kumai office in order to make our bookings for Third Bridge, South Camp Ngaipan and Baines Baobabs. We also pay our park fees at the park fees office. Being February 2022, we were traveling out of school holidays, so we didn't book any of the campsites before this trip, as there were very few people around.
Right, this road from Maun to Southgate is normally very corrugated, and this time of year, February 2022, it is extremely corrugated. So time to let the pressures down, time to indeflate. You guys might have also noticed with the Echo 5 upgrades, I upgraded the tires to Cooper ST Maxes, my favorite tire, and they are performing brilliantly. I actually didn't realize the difference it makes when you put much better tires on your off-road trailer. But it's always important to let the tire pressures down on the trailer as well as the vehicle. So look, I'm probably going to go down to like 1.4 on the trailer. Should be good enough. .8 in the front because of the weight and the fact that the tires are hot. Maybe 1.9 2 bar at the back and we're good.
This is the 8th time I've been on this road, and the Old Man Emu BP51 suspension always amazes me. It's in its element out on a road like this. The closer you get to Moremi, the more chance there is of seeing game, even outside the reserve. This is one of the things that makes Botswana incredible.
Elephant on the left. So we're still outside the Moremi, but we've got an elephant here.
At this point, Ryan and I hear what sounds like a buffalo in distress. Unfortunately, it was just too far off the road to see.
So I mean, we're outside Moremi. We just saw an elephant. Fantastic. But we've taken the distinct turn left to Southgate. And the road's in very similar condition to when we did it in May last year. But the bush looks unbelievable. It is so green. And
we are in the wild, bro. We are officially in the wild.
You hear Ryan there? Couldn't have said it better myself. In the wild. Water everywhere. The bee eaters are out. Bush is looking amazing. We are now 28 kilometers from Southgate. You got to take this road pretty slowly because it's never in really amazing condition, but still a beautiful road, eh? You get to sections with thick mopani where you can't really see much. Then you get areas like what's behind me here open. There's some water, pans of water around. This is just unbelievable, eh? What a privilege. What a privilege. See you guys at Southgate.
Heading into Moremi is one of the best feelings in the world.
Last time we stayed at campsite number 5. Unfortunately, some people next to campsite number 5 have sort of parked their trailer in the road and set up camp there, which is a bit distasteful. So we decided on number 7. Number 7's a little bit further away compared to the other sites, so it's quite a walk to the bathroom, so we'll probably use the vehicle to go to and from. But great being back at Southgate. We saw some lion spoor in the campsite. I'm sure we'll have some hyenas pull through later. Great to be back in the Moremi, and we're under this massive acacia tree, huge acacia tree. But I think the nighttime lapse tonight is going to come out amazingly here. Stars should be incredible. So quite a few flies around, but the bush, amazing. Yeah, Southgate, always a good campsite in my opinion. Tomorrow we head up to Third Bridge. Let's enjoy the evening, and the light is amazing.
The standard Southgate nightlife was also out in full force.
Stop at a bigger one. If I'm not sure, bro, then we can make a decision. But yeah, so I'm just gonna look at them and make a decision. If I need to go follow, then I'll stop, engage follow. If we need to chat, wow, here's another big one, bro.
Yeah, no, it's lekker. It's nice and wet, bro. Nice giraffe at the head there. Yeah, we're not going to do anything stupid, but they all seem really hard on the bottom, so not even in low range.
Yeah, likewise.
Right, good morning. So we left Southgate at around 8:30 and on our way to Third Bridge. So we're at, not sure what waterhole this is. It's not clean, I don't think. Might be wrong. But yeah, the company, or I'm not sure if it's a trust that runs Southgate, called McQueen, is overhauling the whole of Southgate. Campsite's being cleaned up and everything, so it doesn't look that great now, but I'm sure in a couple of months it'll look amazing because they're redoing all the geysers and all that nice sort of stuff. So yeah, it was a very pleasant stay. We had a hyena in camp last night, and now on the way to Third Bridge, we're going to stop at this beautiful waterhole, make a cup of coffee, maybe have some breakfast, and then on the way to Third Bridge. But there is a lot of water around. Moremi magic. The bush is looking magnificent, absolutely magnificent. It's as good as it gets. Ryan and I are very cautious when it comes to water crossings. We are already running this trip on a very tight budget, so damaging our vehicles in a crossing that has a shallower route around it was not an option. An adventure 4x4 drive, an incredible bird and wildlife. This is what the drive to Third Bridge is all about. Fortunately, the shallow options on all the crossings cause no issues.
So we're at First Bridge, and the bridge actually looks pretty damaged, so there's a water crossing around it. I'm never a fan of going through water, even though it looks cool. I did walk it, it's not too deep. I'm a bit nervous though. Let's give it a bash. Woo! It was actually a bit deeper than what I thought. Wheels were spinning halfway, but we made it through.
Ryan made it through with no issues as we closed in on Second and Third Bridge.
So while it's been dry when we've been here, the storms are building, and they're building very, very quickly. The skies are amazing. Man, I love these African thunderstorms in the Delta. But those waterholes that we went through that were just mud today, I'm sure are going to be filled with water on the way back, because back down to Southgate in 4 days time, because I mean the amount of rain that's falling out of that cloud now is unbelievable. It's like a proper cloud burst. And I wouldn't mind some rain to settle the temperature as well as the dust, but magic! This is awesome, 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 man. What a privilege. And it is stunning. There's something about these.
But this place is absolutely stunning, man.
There you go. That cloud is proper. Yeah, man, I just can't explain it. Look how the scenery's changed in like 10 minutes. That storm is built up in 10 minutes. And I mean, we went through the water crossings with the mud earlier and the mopani trees. Now we're on these pans out here by Third Bridge, not far from camp. That storm is unbelievable. We're actually going to head straight into it.
No, either that or it's definitely going to hit us, that's for sure.
Amazing. Here's a couple of drops already. Yo! My man, this is adventure.
100%, man. This is magic.
That's our phrase. This is magic. Say it about 1,000,000 times. And here comes the rain. Unbelievable. Woof! Don't have anything more to say, really. Loving it. Loving it. Africa.
Setting up camp at Third Bridge with the thunderstorms rolling past. What a feeling. This is the magic of Africa. Third Bridge is run by the Kumai group and is always fantastic. Clean ablution blocks and well-maintained campsites as we prepared for the evening Moremi chorus. For 3 of the 4 nights we were staying at Third Bridge, we would be the only people in the campsites. Unfortunately, at the time of this video, February 2022, Third Bridge was impassable. This meant that we couldn't access Takanaka, so the Mboma boat station loop and the roads to Second Bridge would be our only options, unfortunately. waterlogged pans around 2nd and 3rd Bridge are always fruitful. We are rewarded with our first lion sighting, just north of 2nd Bridge, and after that, something very, very special. Southern carmine bee-eaters are summer migrants to the woodland savanna. They have a wide distribution of range within Africa. They are some of my favorite birds, and they are extremely intelligent. Here they are using the movement of the 200 series to their advantage. The disruption of the grass in front of the cruiser causes the insects to take flight, and here we see the carmine bee-eaters catching them. This is what it's all about and is very, very special. Something I've never seen and will never forget. We enjoyed this for hours. Right, so we 10 kilometers from 3rd Bridge. We didn't make it to the Mboma boat station because it was just such a peaceful, slow drive, and we just stopped at a place here where there's a whole lot of lechwe, and I just can't explain the delta to you. It is just unbelievable. I mean, the scenery changes all the time, and there's so much water this time of year. Man, I'm having an absolute blast. Wow, it's very overgrown in some parts, but when you get to these floodplains, I don't even remember these floodplains from the last time I was here at 3rd Bridge. It's basically like Kwai. I don't know if it's a time of year thing, but it is just absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. I love the Kruger National Park, and it's just so close to us, and it's just brilliant. But this place, Moremi, yeah. I always say it and it sounds like I'm repeating myself a lot. I don't know how else to say it. It's just the most amazing place in the world. Almost every tourist to Botswana, the Okavango Delta is on their list, and you can't really argue with it. Ryan, what's happening, my man?
Hey. It's quite emotional, actually. You know, when you're at a place like this, the skies are so blue with the grey and white clouds, and you're next to a pan and you've got lechwe and spur-winged goose and woolly storks. You know, it's quite special. As the sun begins to set, Ed and I are here just enjoying a nice cold beverage, and what a privilege to be back in Botswana, and more specifically the Moremi 3rd Bridge. It is absolutely fantastic.
Oh, it's pretty surreal, eh? We've just pulled out here to the pans outside 3rd Bridge, outside the camp, right outside the camp, and we've got an ice cold beer, and I'm sitting on the roof rack, and we're looking to see if anything comes down. But I mean, we've got lechwe, we've got crowned cranes, we've got wildebeest, we've got all the bird life around this pan. It's just absolutely amazing. We've got an Okavango Delta sunset happening. It's just so good for the soul, eh? Seriously. We decided on a spaghetti bolognese instead of a braai for a change. The Smart Space non-stick pots and pans made for easy cooking and storage.
So we left camp. Massive leopard spoor right on the road to the ablution block. Not in our camp, but Ryan said he heard them right next to camp, and then it seemed like they walked to the road, which is only 30 meters from the camp. And then we left Third Bridge, and massive lion spoor right through the gate, like through the gate on the road all the way up to where these pans are. So I'm on the roof of the car with my morning cup of coffee. Gonna get the binocs out and have a scan. If we can't find the lion, look like a big male lion spoor, maybe we get lucky. But well, how's that for a sunrise? Absolutely incredible. Nice clouds pulled in today. I think it's going to be a good day.
We were adamant to make it to Mboma boat station today, a place where we had an incredible boat cruise in 2018, and something I would highly recommend. Our trip in 2018 was our first ever Moremi adventure, and I wish I filmed it properly. We made some incredible memories. We tackled some different tracks back to camp, where something ominous was building. The bird life in and around camp is phenomenal.
So all of a sudden, the storm has sneaked up on us and it is absolutely black. The sky is black. Quite nice and refreshing, but it's amazing how these delta storms just come out of nowhere, really. So we're going to batten down the hatches, and might even be perfect for afternoon snooze, eh? Have a look at this.
On our final drive, we went in search of the lions we heard every night, but hadn't seen in days.
Now it's about an hour until the the gate closes, till we have to be back in camp 6:30 at this time of year, February. And we decided just to pull up at one of the water holes near one of the pans near Third Bridge, like we did the other night, just to enjoy the sunset. And it's just amazing. What an incredible stay at Third Bridge. Wow. I don't know if I can't sum it up in words, really. I'm coming back here in July this year with my family, a trip that's been postponed 2 years because of COVID-19. Hopefully everything pans out so I can be back here in the dry season. I'd say the game viewing in the dry season, as expected, was definitely better than now,
But what a privilege to see this place completely different. Green, have these incredible clouds behind me, grass tall. I mean, the leopards through camp, hyenas, lion, and the bird life and everything. And the drive up here with the storm, I can just go on and on for hours, eh? What a place. Moremi Game Reserve, still my ultimate place. I know I always say that about everywhere else, but seriously, Moremi Game Reserve, just incredible. Just incredible. Magic. We're going to enjoy it here. Head back to camp. Tomorrow we head out to Maun to stock up, and then on to Ngaipan, which will probably be the next episode. Looking forward to heading back to Ngaipan, South Camp, and Baines. But what an adventure in Moremi, hey? Just when we thought we would head back to camp, we heard some elephants rumbling nearby. And this is why. So it's around 20 minutes later and we've had another 2 lions pull through, walking down the road with this white Moremi sand. Unfortunately we have to head back to camp in the next 10 minutes or so, but sunset with these lions. I know we're going to Ngaipan tomorrow, which is going to be amazing, but I just don't feel like leaving the Moremi. I never feel like leaving the Moremi. Sure. What a place. What a place. You have to come here. That's all I can say. I mean, they're right here. We've got it all to ourselves, a couple of 100 meters away from camp. Thank you so much for watching, and to my Patreons for making this trip possible. In the next episode, we leave Third Bridge and head to another favorite of ours, Nata National Park, for some incredible sightings and some incredible heat.